Unless you are hiring carbon copies of yourself in your leadership role, chances are you're going to come up against people who have a completely different way of communicating to you. We all have unique communication styles, and as a leader, it's essential to adapt our approach to be able to connect with each member of our teams. An effective communication framework for understanding different communication styles is the DISC framework. It categorizes people based on 4 key traits. The first one is dominance. These individuals are direct, results-orientated, and enjoy challenges. Number 2 is influence. These individuals are outgoing, enthusiastic, and relationship-focused. Number 3 is steadiness. These individuals are calm, patient, and prioritize stability and harmony. Number 4 is conscientious. These individuals are detail-orientated, analytical, and value accuracy and precision. No doubt you'll be able to identify a few people who will fit into these categories. So let's explore how to effectively communicate to each one of these styles. Firstly, the dominant type. These individuals are direct and will prefer that others communicate with them in a similar way. Try and be clear and to the point. Challenge them with ambitious targets and offer opportunities for independence and decision making. I quite like a more direct communication style. It does fit me more than the other communication types, and I really prefer communication that is direct and to the point. However, I have to work to adapt my communication style to those who are less direct, as if I'm communicating with others, I really quickly want to get to know what the ask is, the why, and to the action of what it needs to be done. I also enjoy a challenge. It keeps me engaged. Now, just quickly for those who are new to my channel, my name is Nikki and I've been in leadership for over 17 years, going from leading just 2 people to leading leaders of large teams. And adapting my communication style as I've gone through my career has really strengthened my leadership. For the influence type, it's really key to help connect them to the why and the vision of what is happening. They do well when they're inspired by possibilities and respond well if there's enthusiasm for the big picture, as they really want to feel connected to the impact of their work. Provide these people with opportunities to collaborate and work as a team to really engage the influence individual. Try and communicate in a way that connects the work, the action, or the task to the impact for the whole team. So if you were requesting that they were assisting with a project, tie in the purpose of the project and how it will impact overall and how their role in particular will impact and contribute to this. Communicating with the steadiness types requires a bit of patience and understanding. Allow them time to process information and ask questions. I sometimes treat these individuals as though I'm going through a change process every time I communicate with them. So even if it's a really small thing or is something that I don't think is a big deal, I would still try and give these individuals a little more time than others if possible. That way they have time to process for themselves. I also ensure that I explain in as much detail as I can, given my less detail-orientated communication style, why we are doing the thing, and give them space to ask me questions. Even if you need them to action something straight away, if you provide a really quick overview of the expectations and the why, this can still satisfy them. But if you have time, their preferred communication would be to focus on a stable and consistent approach to reassure them that changes are gradual and also well planned. It also reinforces that you are supportive of them and they really thrive in a supportive and open environment. For the conscientious types, it's important to be thorough and provide detailed information. I have had a team member in this category, and at first I found them quite challenging to deal with, as they always wanted more details and more information. And as someone who is more direct in their communication style, I struggled to understand this and almost saw it as a challenge of me. But once I understood where they were coming from and that they just needed really good, clear information, it became a lot easier for me. I started to understand that they really struggled with the grey, but on the flip side, they would be the first one to point out an overlooked detail that could actually be quite significant. This meant that I could adapt to them, provide them with a little bit more time and a little bit more information, And quite often this worked to our advantage, as they would be the one that would provide that crucial piece of feedback that everyone else had missed. This is what comes when you're focused on the detail. So a good person to have in your team. The main thing to remember is that where it's possible, it is to your advantage to adapt your communication style to the individual that's receiving it. You have more chance of it landing, them understanding, and thereby building stronger relationships. Make sure you check out the video linked on your screen to hear more about how a direct communication style has really served me well in my leadership. And thanks very much for watching.